Hey guys, John W. Quinn here, the author of Someone Like Me. Time for my weekly video blog. If you know my story, you know that I served in the Navy for 20 years with cerebral palsy. In fact, I kept it a secret. And I often wonder, how many other people have ever done this? I sure would like to find out. It would be great to have a reunion of people who have done this, have some sort of meeting or a get together. Can you imagine the stories that we could tell? Uh, I know that I'm not alone. I know that there are others. I've been contacted by people who have done what I've done, and I would like to know if there are more people out there that have served in the military with cerebral palsy and had to hide it. That speaks to the point of hiding a disability. No one should ever have to do this. And I get asked a lot, why did you hide your cerebral palsy? Well, I answer that by saying, I would have loved to have told the truth about my CP from the very beginning. If I had walked into the recruiter's office back in November of 1980, when I first tried to join the military, and said, look, I've got a mild case of CP, but I've got a stronger desire to serve my country. I want the opportunity to take your physical. They would have laughed me out of their office. And again, this is back over 30 years ago. The sad part about it is nothing has changed in over 30 years. Here we are, 2013, and I get contacted all the time by kids who want to serve in the military but have a mild disability. And they contact me for advice. And it just breaks my heart because I tell them to tell the truth. And they're doing that, and these recruiters aren't even letting these kids take the physical to see if they can serve. This needs to change. And these kids are strong. They're football players, they're track stars, they're wrestlers, but it doesn't really matter. It's the fact that they want to try. And if they can hit the standard that the military wants, they should be allowed in. I'm not saying to lower the standard of fitness for the military. That's not what I'm asking at all. What I'm asking is just don't push somebody aside or say they can't try something just because you hear the words cerebral palsy or whatever the disability is. Let the person take the physical, let them see if they can pass and hit the standard that the Navy wants them to hit. I often wonder how many future leaders, how many chief petty officers, how many senior chief petty officers are being left out on the sidewalk, with the military's antiquated policy of not letting people in the military serve with a disability. And I did it. I've proven it can be done. And it's pretty frustrating that when I talk to Navy officials, when I talk to the local recruiters around here, I walk in there and say, look, let me see the number of people who have served in the military with a disability that you've let in. And they just smile at me because they know that the numbers are zero. Their stock answer to me is, well, everybody gets the opportunity. Medical records are passed up the chain, and it's a case-by-case basis. But again, when I ask to see the solid numbers of the people that are able to serve with a known disability or with maybe a physical waiver, they don't show me those numbers because those numbers are atrocious. So, anyways, nobody should ever have to hide a disability. I wish things were different than they are. And if you're trying to join the military and you have a mild disability, keep after it. Don't take no for an answer. But tell the truth. Because if you lie, and take it from me, if you don't speak the truth, it was harder for me mentally than it was physically. And physically it was very demanding. Life in boot camp, life on board ship is very tough, but it's harder in a mentally because you have nobody to talk to about what you're going through. I don't want anybody to have to experience what I did, and nobody should ever have to. Again, I've proven it can be done. I've stood the watches. I fought the fires. I went through the training. And I spent the time at sea, and so. But again, if you've served in the military with cerebral palsy, contact me. I'd like to hear from you. Maybe we could communicate and compare notes. I think that would be a great conversation to have. Anyways, that's what's going on with me this week. I'm actually excited. I'm going to be flying to New Jersey tomorrow morning to speak to a utility company out there, a Fortune 500 utility company, PSEG. I'm excited to be in Newark, and then the following week I'm going to be in Pennsylvania, speaking at a conference of educators there in Pennsylvania. So I'm very excited. Hey, thanks for all the comments on these video blogs. I really do appreciate it. It just shows that we're hitting the mark with what we're talking about here. Again, I love hearing from you guys. I try and respond to each and every one of you. And again, thanks for all the support. Check out my book, Someone Like Me. Check out my website, johnwquinn.com, and let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, have a great week. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.